That if you feel like you need to get away from anybody and everybody, give yourself space to get away. Hey guys, it's Terrie. So great to see you. We have here a timeless relationship reading for the weekend of March 11th to March 14th. Just remember, these are timeless. So whenever you're watching this, that is when you're supposed to get the message. So no worries. Don't fret, my little friends. In case you are watching this and it's not the weekend of March 11th to the 14th, you're fine. Nothing's wrong. And this is relationship reading. So we'll find out like what area it's for, whether it's platonic or romantic. We'll look into that in just a second. But just know that whatever information doesn't resonate with you, you just don't take it. You just toss it. That's how you should be living your life anyways. Whatever feels right to you, you do it. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. So if you're not sure, like, should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I, can I? It's a no unless you know for sure. But it's okay to sit in that space, right? Of trying to figure out, like, should I, shouldn't I? It's okay to sit in that space as long as you're not sitting in it too long. You do have to make a decision, but that's a whole other video. We're here for a relationship reading for the week end of March 11th to 14th. Now, when I did my weekly energy reading earlier this week, it was a heads up buttercup kind of week. And it does feel like it is taking us, we are still in that heads up buttercup space for the weekend. And it's really interesting. And this does feel like it's for all relationships. So platonic and romantic. There's something especially, thanks guys, about it being familial. So with family. Ooh, yeah, family. It just hit me really hard. I'm like, ugh. I was just threw up in your faces, you guys. This one is primarily for family members or people who have family. It's a lot of people. It's most people. I'm not saying everybody, but most people have family. So this is in the platonic range, and it is with familial connections. And what my guides were saying, and I am going to pull cards, so it's going to be interesting to, be able to maneuver this, because I usually use a romantic deck. So it's going to be interesting to sort of mesh it, marry it, integrate it, with what my guides are saying, which is get away from each other. Like, take a break. They're talking about taking a break. Now, this is going to bleed through the lines of other relationships as well. It just feels like it's primarily family. But I'm just going to say that if you feel like you need to get away from anybody and everybody, give yourself space to get away. Get the fuck away. It does feel like there's a collection of energy, like your energy reserves that need to happen that can't happen when family is around. Sometimes that might mean you might have unexpected family members show up unexpected, or you have to stay, or you're on vacation with family, or whatever it is. But there's this sense of having to protect yourself and close yourself off from them, which of course is it's squeezing and it's cutting short your own energy flow. So it's better to actually leave than to stay and close up or shut down. So that's why it's showing up as leave, get away, go away. There's no shame in the game. Husbands, wives, mother, children, grandparents, grandkids. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of bickering. I'm hearing a lot of arguing for people to be right. And this is just not a weekend where you're gonna win. Your best bet is to just step away, go away. So if you have a boyfriend and you live with your parents, go away. If you, I don't know, if you have parents in town, go to the other room, spend time away from them. Don't always be there. Brothers and sisters, same thing. I've got 2 younger sisters, so this should be rather interesting. And 2 awesome one niece, one nephew, and 2 parents. and a brother-in-law. So this should be rather interesting to see how it's going to play out this particular weekend, but I don't live with them. So for this example, like if I go there and shit's going to happen, I'm going to remove myself from the situation instead of stay there and shut down and keep myself small and not be able to voice and be who I am, because that is like cutting off my energy system. And I need my energy not only to help you guys, but I need it for my physical health, my mental health, my spiritual health, my financial health, right? So I'm not going to cut that shit short, you know, at the expense, or to be a martyr, or, you know, to just make someone else happy. I can't do that. Neither should you. And this is a weekend where those potentials and possibilities are going to be around. So I'm going to pull some cards right now. Let's see what the cards have to say. I am using the Romantic Angels deck of cards from Doreen Virtue, and then also the Oracle of E cards from Collette, Baron-Reid, and Pam Grout. So let's see what the reveal is. You deserve love. You are lovable. And Wrecking Ball. These are our relationship cards, you guys. This is like so perfect. You don't have to sit there and take anybody's shit. You are lovable just by being here. You are enough. So if you're finding that you're shutting down to protect yourself, and you're finding that you're going into that headspace because your husband, your mother, your brother, your sister, your boss, whoever it is, just generally speaking, you know, everybody's a bit on edge this week. It's a heads up buttercup kind of week. So don't argue for limitations. Don't also, make yourself small, right? Step away. You don't have to be right. They don't have to be right. They're entitled their own truth. You're entitled your own truth. Just step away, because you are lovable and you deserve love. And you want to know how you're going to show, how you're going to be loved this particular weekend is by showing you what you deserve and your strength and boundary setting to walk away and just say, no, this isn't okay. Wrecking Ball. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? Defenses are gonna be up. Triggers are gonna be up. So we're gonna be shooting from the hips, like no filter, no nothing. So if you can, do the best that you can by leaving, walking away. Get away for the weekend. Don't stick around and shoot, vehement, nasty shit from your mouth. Like, don't be mean. Don't say things. You're not going to win. Nobody's going to win this weekend, especially with family. Nobody's going to win. So take yourself out. It's just easier. Take yourself out, collect your energy, reserve your energy. You and your energy go hang out somewhere else. Go on vacation if you can afford it. Go in the bathtub. Go for a swim. Go for a walk, whatever it is. Take yourself out of the situation. That is how you will also be showing yourself love and how you deserve love. Because if you don't, you could easily say something that you regret. Remember, words are hard to take back, right? I know this because I've done this many, many, many times. My Sagittarius is rising and I have a big fat mouth. And oftentimes I will say things like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? So, just really check yourself. If you're going to say anything, if you're going to stand up for yourself, if you're going to voice an opinion, really do an excellent, a superb, top-notch job of, looking into and feeling, should I say this? Should I not say this? Really check yourself. Really, really take a good look at, is this something that I should say? Is this going to help the situation or is it going to make it worse? Because I guarantee you, if you say something that you don't really mean, you're going to make the situation worse. And it's just not worth it, because it's just a small amount of time where we just have to sort of like lay low and take ourselves out. It's just a weekend, you guys. It's just a weekend. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, you guys. A tough week altogether, and a tough relationship week altogether, weekend altogether. So you'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll get through this. It just may be really uncomfortable, but just remember, think before you speak. 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 Because you're going to want to speak. You might even want to yell, but think before you yell. All right, you guys, what am I always saying? You stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me. Hey, do you want to work with me one-on-one? I am available to work with you one-on-one. Check out my site, TerrieHuberman.com, and you can see all the ways that we can work together one-on-one. And I'll see ya on the flip side.